We are in Inventor 2025 and I have the PowerPack for Inventor 2025 installed. Let's have a look of unresolved references functionality that is available in the Files tab for assemblies in the GRAITEC PowerPack for Inventor. As the naming is suggesting, this functionality is helping you to find, download, and replace missing components in your assembly. So we all know that sometimes we might receive models with assemblies that are having missing components, especially from the content center. So in order to speed up the process of replacing these components, we have developed this command that is allowing you to scan the assembly, identify them, the missing components, and download them and even replace them in your assembly automatically. How this is working, the moment you press the command, you will have a progress bar that basically is telling us that this functionality is scanning your assembly, it's identifying the components, then it goes to the content center to find the missing components and to download them and preparing them to be replaced in the model. If by any chance, for example, you have a different localization and you don't have um, the right information in your content center on your machine, of course the functionality will not be able to find the missing references. So, for example, if we have a model coming from a different standard, from a different country, like Germany, for example, um, but you are in US, if you don't have the libraries from Germany in the content center, the functionality will not be able to identify the missing components and it will not be able to replace them. So, of course, also the time of scanning and downloading, it depends on the number of items that need to be searched and downloaded. So we have this list of items here that I want to replace, and to do that I need to check the items that I want to replace from my model. I have the component name, the family, the size, and an option to replace. Yes, replace the element. I can select all of them, or I can just pick what is of interest for me. It's not necessary that I want to replace all of them. Okay, so I check, in this example, I check all the items that are missing, and I click apply. The moment I click apply, what is happening? The components are replaced in the content center, from the content center, and down put in the assembly with the status green. So I have the items replaced. I still have the question mark that is telling me that I have some components that are missing in this sub-assembly of the main assembly. So what I need to do is basically go to each assembly and I do the same procedure. I go and scan the assembly, and I just find the missing components. It's very simple. We just scan again. This time we have less components that are missing, and it's just a step-by-step replacement of the missing references that can be done each time for your assembly. So we wait for the application to finish the scan, and we have this time other components that were missing from a different family with a different size, and I do the same procedure, apply, and everything is done. Okay, now the question mark has disappeared. I saved the main assembly. Yes, I need to save the file. And if I go here, I will see that my main assembly doesn't have any question mark. Well, I still have in the biggest assembly question mark, but I can fix them if I take one by one the assembly. I hope you like it and you test it and you give me your feedback about this new functionality. We are in Inventor 2025 and I would like to show you the new functionality of the PowerPack for Inventor, I copy drawings. This functionality is addressing the changement of the title block template in multiple drawings, but also the border frame, and we can add or remove our logic rules that are making sense for drawings. We know that an inventory is quite tedious and it's taking a lot of time to change if you want title blocks and border frames on drawings. Uh, for a certain reason, I don't know, the logo of the company has changed. There can be many reasons. In order to speed that up, we already created two commands, title block swap and border frame swap in the PowerPack for Inventor. But these ones, basically, you need to open the drawing and apply the command. So it's something that is adding you punctually and is not to do this changement fast on the current drawing. The new functionality actually it's like a batch process more, and it can be run either in the drawing environment or either in the home from the home page of the application. So if I go to the home page, I can see that in the ribbon I have the same command, and that if I open it, we will have the same dialog. So let's see how it's working first of all. When you open first time, we have a template tab where you are loading the templates you want to use for your change, the title block, border frame, and the template for iLogic rules if you want to add them. Also, you have the possibility to use the same template, so all the information that you want to change is stored in the same template. Or if you want, you can remove iLogic rules from all the drawings if you know you already have them and maybe you want to remove them in one shot. Um, if you click use the same template, basically it will lock border frame and iLogic rule is already removed, so you don't need to do anything. But if you unclick this option, it will use the template of the title block to do something for the iLogic. If you don't have, nothing will happen, of course. Also, you can rename the files, the new ones, because we choose to save them by default in the local file, so in the default path where they are. So in order to not have a problem with the saving, you can add a renaming prefix and suffix. By default, we have a suffix new. If you want to overwrite the original drawings, you can do that by checking this specific box, or you can change the saving path to another location for all the drawings that you are processing through this dialog. For the demonstration, I use this default path in order to show you how is the renaming working and so on. I will keep the prefix new and I will add a prefix 01. In this first example, I will want to remove iLogic rules and I will use the same template for the title block and the border frame. Sorry, up here. So I use the title block without iLogic rules first in the first example. Then I go to the files, and because I'm in the home page, I don't have any drawing loaded. It will be empty by default, but I can add drawing by drawing, or I can do something else. I go to find all the drawing from a certain folder. So if I go to a folder of a project I have, I go here, I select the folder, and automatically the command will load all the drawings that is are available in that location, in either also available in the subfolders of that folder that you have selected. For the iLogic rules, you see that everything is blocked because I selected to remove them. And for the others, you can choose for all of them to change the title block, or just for a few of them, the border frame the same. Or if you think there are too many and that you want to not change one in particular, you just do remove one and remove them from your list, and that's it. For example, we keep only 4, and I want to do the title block. And the border frame, I would like to do just for 2 of them, just for the sake of demonstration. Then I click apply, and it's asking me if I'm okay with the process, are you sure, and so on. Yes, and the process will start. Of course, I need to save. Okay, so everything gets done. Now, if I close this dialog and I go to my folder, open. So you remember I selected the tower crane section. Now I go in the working space, and in drawings here I have new drawings with 01 in front and new at the end. So I see those. I will open the one with the ladder, the new one, and I have the other one opened already. Open. Because the new one, the old one, so we see the border here, we see the title block. If I go and check the rules, I see that I have 2 rules here. And if I now go to the new drawing, I see that the title block has changed, but the border is the same. So we see clear the title block has changed. If I check out the iLogic rules, I see that I don't have anymore any iLogic rule. So this is how it's working. It's in a batch process mode. You are doing that in the fastest way for multiple drawings. You don't need to open a project. You don't need to open drawing by drawing and so on. In the same manner, if I go, for example, and open a drawing, oh, let's see, open. I want to do this one. Oh, no, the landing platform. Let's see, open. So this is the original drawing, and I want to do the same process when the drawing is open. You will see that by default, I have this drawing loaded here. So we can do faster changement if you want on the drawing that it's opened. Um, Templates are the same. If I uncheck this, I need to select my other template. I will go to the one with iLogic rules. I don't want to remove iLogic rules. This time I want to add iLogic rules. Of course, here it can be without the iLogic rules if you want the template. Yes, you can, for the border frame, you can choose you can keep the previous template without iLogic. Well, for the iLogic rules, you use another template. Okay, we keep the same naming, which is just the prefix. And here is the file. I can add more files if I want to. This one I want to add them by hand, all files. And I want to add also the giant bolt. So I want to add iLogic rules for both of them, and I want to change everything for both of them this time. Apply. Yes, I do want to go further. Okay. Now, if I go to open, I see that I have 2 new drawings here with 02 in front. I opened the landing platform because that one is the unopened already. And I see that I have a different title block, first of all, and a different border. I don't have any more the lines here. Yes, like before. And if I go to check the iLogic rules, I see that I have a new rule here, while in the previous drawing I didn't have anything. So this is how you can change faster in one shot for multiple drawings, title blocks, border frame, you can remove or add logic rules, and you can rename the drawings in the same time and save them in a different location if you require that. Hope you like it.